Your media, where you are.
Shalom, what up my soul family? Welcome back, and if it's our first time meeting, welcome to the Spiritual Bar. The Spiritual Bar is a safe space for us to cultivate and find our healing and spiritual awakening all through everything self-developmental, the law of attraction, various schools of thought, anything to help us get closer to the Most High, because over here the intention is ascension to vibrate higher through Shalom. My name is Phumpie Munande Gonzokunakanga Vasikana Mudzungwanoko Basena, your host. Thank you so much for choosing the She platform where you are worthy, exclusively for your media where you are at. We strive to give you a sense of safety and belonging in this hypercritical society, which leads me into our topic for today: how to cleanse and protect your energy. So we're reaching the end of the Christian or Gregorian calendar year, and a lot of us are feeling just tired, unmotivated, uninspired, and overall just, fatigued and a little bit burnt out, right? We don't have that same stamina and excitement that we had as the year started. And this could be also because of the unconscious neglect and suffering that our energy has been exposed to. So let's start off by describing what is energy. Energy is a force field that is around each and every one of us. So it's around you and it's around me. And it's an intangible manifestation of the entire state of your being. So this is a combination of your mind, your body, and your soul and your spirit overall. You'll find sometimes, you feel like a person has a good energy or a bad energy, depending on how heavy or how light they may feel towards you, right? And bear in mind, each one of us can fall on either side of the spectrum. Sometimes you have a bad energy too, hard as it may be to believe. And this is mainly just because of what kind of state of being we are in. If we are not healthy or feeling good mentally, emotionally, physically, it's going to pour out on our energy, and the next person will feel it. So the good and the bad energy vibe, it's just a judgment that we give to each other and is not necessarily a permanent state. And that's why it's so important to, I don't like to use the word protect, but more rather to honor your energy, because it's something that is unique to you and it's what you give to others, as well as taking in from others. So there's many various biblical holy scriptures or ancient mythologies and practices that emphasize on the importance of energy. You may have heard of baptisms happening, letting go of an old self, or in African or Judaic or even Christian religions. I'll particularly speak on that because that's what I know of. And just a quick disclaimer, everything that I tell you guys here, I encourage you to also do your own research, and I encourage you to move as how you are aligned, because anybody can tell you many things on how they do things, but only you can move how you feel Spirit is leading you to move, right? So from ancient times, people have emphasized, it's important to be careful who you surround yourself with, the type of friends, the kind of relationships you have, the things that you do, the types of foods that you eat. And there's a popular saying of cleanliness is next to godliness. It's actually a scripture. And that doesn't necessarily mean a physical state of being next to God. It means an elevated state. So when you are clean, when your energy, your energetic field, your aura, your mind, body, and soul, the state of your spirit, when that is in a more elevated and cleanly state, that is when you're closer to your most highest self, because we all have God within us. God is not a tangible thing that we can find, so it's not a tangible thing that we can be next to, because it's already within us and it's all around us. So the more we take care of what is within, pouring out of us, is the more we get closer to our higher state of being, our cleaner state of being. All right, so think of it as your energy being a blank canvas, a white canvas. And everybody that you come across or that you're around or you interact with, they have their own little color. So when they come next to you, they put a pink, they put a yellow, they put a green. So that blank canvas, by the end of just even the day, you have a multitude of influences from other people. And that is why it's important to always come back to your canvas and clean out any outside influences, especially the bad influences, so that you can always be back at your natural state of that canvas. Okay, so without wasting any further ado, I want to give you guys a few tips, 3 powerful tips that I also live by to help cleanse and re-energize ourselves and protect our energy, because, you know, especially in this day and age, we need this a lot. We really, really need this. And the other day, I was reading this meme on how mjolo is an extreme sport, right? And I was laughing with a friend of mine, and I said, you know, a lot of the times we complain about how, oh my gosh, this person, when am I going to get in a relationship that is so healthy and is not toxic, this, that, and the third. And it's like, but how often do we look within ourselves? What are you bringing to that relationship? There's an episode I did on soul ties with Reese. You can go back and watch it after watching this episode. And we were speaking about the importance of cleansing after, whether it's a familial relationship, romantic relationship, or any situation or event that may happen in your life that may be traumatic or not necessarily the best. It's so important to cleanse from that and close that chapter completely. Otherwise, what we do is, as people, we take what we've been giving or were given from our previous relationship and situation, and we carry it as bags to the next one. And if there's anything we know that Auntie Erica Badu taught us, is one day all them bags go get in the way. Thank you, Auntie Erica. So all of that baggage that we have, all of that toxicity, sometimes we are attracting it, and we think the person that is in our life, they are the ones that are toxic, they are the ones that need to fix themselves. But we also have accountability that we need to play and take in this role. Okay, and how we can do this? We can use natural elements from the world, natural things like water, healing herbs, and these are things that have been used throughout history. And I'm so happy actually that we are starting to go back to our ancient ways, because that is what actually works. So the first way that I think is very powerful to cleanse your energy is through a water bath or water cleansing. The more natural the water source, like the rain, a spring, waterfall, a river, the more natural the water source, the more powerful the cleansing. And we forget sometimes that we have that spirit within us guiding us to lead us to what kind of cleansing we need, and we can do these type of cleansings for ourselves. Think of this. Have you ever been in a bad mood, or somebody upset you, or you feel tired and you've had such a long day and you're like, let me take a quick shower, a quick bath, and as soon as you're done, you just feel naturally better, right? It's because water has natural healing elements within it that is able to not just purify and cleanse a physical thing, but it's able to purify and cleanse the debris that are around us that we can't see with the naked eye. That's why water is used for baptisms. That's why in the Judaic tradition there's mitzvahs. A mitzvah is a natural stream of water that you immerse yourself into if maybe you've been through pregnancy, miscarriage, or you are going into a new state of a situation in your life. Maybe somebody has passed and you want to cleanse yourself and you're coming out of mourning. For various reasons and situations, water has been used because it's a powerful cleanser, and we get it in the natural environment. So cleanse yourself with water. Let it purify you completely. The second most powerful way to protect and cleanse your energy is re-upping on your spiritual practices. So if you don't have any spiritual practices, I encourage you to get one that resonates and works for you. Whether it's prayer, meditation, yoga, exercise, or saging with natural sage, impepo, incense, whatever spiritual practice you have, make sure you stay on top of it no matter what. Whether you're feeling good, whether you're feeling bad, whether things are going right in your life, whether things are going not so well in your life. Make sure that you stay on top of it, because sometimes, I had this conversation with another healer friend of mine. We'll do our whole cleansing, we'll do our prayers, we'll do all the spiritual practices today, and then we'll forget about it. And then a month down the line, you're like, oh my goodness, things are not working out well for me. Let me go back and do those practices. Stay on top of it. When you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. So try and make sure, if you can't do it daily, make it a weekly practice that you are re-upping on those spiritual practices. Explore various herbs, things that we've been given. Neem is a very powerful herb, and in Ayurvedic medicine, they use it every single day, and they encourage people, because neem not only cleanses the system and the body, it also refreshes and gives you that energy to get back up and continue. So explore the type of herbs that are there. If you'd like, communicate with me and let me know if you want to know various types of herbs, how they're used, how you can use them and incorporate them into your spiritual practice. But as always, go with what sits well with your soul and what spirit leads you to do. The third way that you can protect and cleanse your energy is to spring clean your physical and your internal space. So, growing up, I don't know about you guys, but I know my mom, mainly during the holidays, especially for some reason, like winter and spring holidays, we'd spring clean the whole house. It was the time that we're cleaning everything, throwing out whatever we may have been hoarding, clothes that don't fit you, we're giving it away, and things like that. This actually does not just benefit your physical environment when you're cleaning your space, but it somehow translates internally to give you a fresher, more open, you have more capacity to think. When you're staying in clutter, it feels like you're suffocated, you can't even breathe, you can't even think. So cleanse your physical space, to make room for your own personal energy to be able to protrude and to flourish and to blossom around you. And when you do that, after cleaning your physical space around you outside, go internally and look within your mind, body, and soul. Take inventory of that and spring clean your mind. What kind of thoughts have you been thinking, not just towards yourself, but towards others and towards life? Who have you been surrounding yourself with? Take inventory of your physical. What have you been eating? Because food contributes 100% to our energy. As spiritual beings having a physical experience, we have been placed in this three-dimensional world known as Earth, our home in this lifetime, in this galaxy. And there's so many things we've been given that are naturally made to coincide with our bodies and what our body needs. The vitamins, the antioxidants, antimicrobial things that will benefit us positively. So the more alkaline, the more natural your diet has, the things that your diet have, the more beneficial it is to you. The more processed, unnatural foods that you're taking into your body, the more you just feel tired, the more you feel drained, the more you're not operating at your best and highest self. And these are small little details that sometimes we overlook, and these positively contribute to our energetic field and our energy as well. Think about affirmations, the things you say to yourself when you wake up after that morning prayer to get you pumped up. All of these things contribute. So I encourage you to be wary about what you're taking in, surrounding yourself with, and doing to yourself and towards others. I encourage you to look more not just on the energy you're receiving from other people and what people are bringing to your plate, but also what you are giving to others, because we attract what we are, so we receive what we've attracted, right? And when you consistently honor your energy and protect and cleanse your energy, then you don't have to worry, you don't have to stress. It's like when you're on a diet, you know that you've been exercising, you know that you've been living well and eating right and doing everything you need for the past 3 months, right? We're shooting outside, guys, so please don't mind the natural aesthetics. It is what it is. This is real time, this is real life. And if you're on that diet and you know that you've been by the book, you've been pedantic about the things you've been doing, and you're craving a chocolate or a cookie, you're allowed to have that chocolate or cookie because you know that you've been on a good path. You've been a good girl or a good boy, you know. So you can afford to have that chocolate. You can afford to have that cookie as long as you get back onto your natural state and you get back to what you know you need to be pushing. So I encourage you to make sure that you stay on par with your energy, stay protecting it and harness it. Okay, so before I let you guys go, I leave you with my final quote, which is from a TFI post. Energy is the driving force of all living things. To ignore energy is to ignore purpose. To ignore purpose is to lose yourself. So think about that, and I wish you well in protecting your energy. Please stay tuned to all our social media at Your Media and at Phumpie. Thank you so much for taking your time out. And as always, don't forget, the intention is ascension. Vibrate higher through Shalom. The intention is ascension. Vibrate higher through Shalom. Mwah.